Hi fam, welcome back. I missed all of you. I know I haven't posted in a little bit. I think I did put on my channel that I was on vacation, that I was enjoying myself. So I just got back from Nashville. So I can let you know now where I was. I kind of have family that lives in Tennessee, and so my nephew's graduation was going on, and so my family and I decided to make a trip out of it and do some things in Nashville that we've never done. I've gone to Nashville a few times because my family doesn't live in Nashville, but I've gone there for music events, like, so it'll be for a night or whatever, and then I really haven't explored or checked out any of the history, so we got to do that. Thanks to my mom, she planned a couple of things. We went to the Music Hall of Fame, and then we went to the Ryman Auditorium, which was the house for many years, like a long time, like over 100 years, for the Grand Ole Opry. So a lot of history there, a lot of energy. I've been channeling a lot. My mediumship has really opened up. I just keep activating more and more and ascending, especially as I let go of things that no longer serve my highest good, and I'm letting go of certain blocks in my life, and I'm really going for things, and I'm keeping an open heart. It's really bringing in my gifts pretty fast. So I definitely want to share with you the things I've experienced. Please let me know in the comments, guys. Please hit that like button if you like my vibe. My name's Alicia if it's the first time you're stopping by. So welcome. I hope you like my vibe. And if you do, just hit that subscribe bell. If you hit all notifications, which is really great, you'll be notified for any video I post, no matter if it's a short, a regular length video, or just a posting of my cat, which I love to do because he's freaking adorable. But I just got back into town yesterday evening. I was gonna post because I was really honestly in good vibes yesterday, and I had really great energy, but then it just kind of dwindled and it kind of caught up to me, and I realized I was pretty tired. And I had a big day at work today because I am doing training for 2 new nurses, and I'm running my office. So to be honest with you, I'm pretty damn fucking proud of myself, because I can handle stress well. I can. I'm learning a lot of things about myself with this experience. So I'm really truly grateful. And there's definitely times where I feel like, oh my gosh, how am I going to navigate this? But then that Empress energy just kicks into gear, and I'm like, oh, I got this. It's fine. So yeah, I'm really in good spirits. Got to see my family, got to see some history, got to have a little fun and explore Nashville. And I'm truly grateful for that experience. It was a lot of fun. Anyways, what am I using today for your reading? This is going to be a collective reading for any astrology sign. I'm just a true believer in your birth natal chart, so please look up what that means. You just put the birth chart calculator into your search engine, whether it's Siri or Google. I'm a Google, I don't know about you guys, but I'm an Android lover, so just let me know in the comments. I would like to hear. Thinking about getting an iPhone, actually. Everybody says it's amazing, so I don't know. It's just kind of nice because, like, if you want to FaceTime somebody, you can so easily. Like with Android, you only can do that with people that have the same type of phone, and not everybody has Androids. And then if not, you have to WhatsApp video, and then you have to be connected to Wi-Fi to be able to do that. So I don't know, it's a thought process. It would take a lot for me to switch over to an iPhone. Anyways, yeah, I woke up this morning with a song. So that's what this reading is going to be about. The song that I heard, the melody that I heard, is by an artist named Jewel. And the song that I heard is You Were Meant for Me. And it's off of her album, Pieces of You. The funny thing is, when I was in high school, like my senior or junior year, I think I was really into that album. There's a few songs on that album that I was like, and me and my girlfriends used to just sing it at the top of our lungs, even if we weren't good singers. And sometimes just sit on. My friend actually had an apartment very young in life. She just kind of decided to be on her own at a very young age, and so she was living with a guy, of course, and she had her own apartment. So we used to just sit on her porch and sing Jewel songs, believe it or not. So that came through, which was very unusual for me because I really haven't thought about her in years, and I don't even think I've really heard Jewel melodies on the plane at all, like not at all. So I said, well, that's a sign. This is going to be for the channel. And then the next song I heard, clairaudient, because I am clairaudient, so sorry if this is the first time you're stopping by. I am learning that I'm a medium, which I'm working on those gifts right now, so I can talk to people who have crossed over. That means they're no longer on the earthly plane. It's pretty active, but I'm learning how to navigate that, and I'm also clairaudient, so I hear messages. Mainly, I'm very clairaudient, and I really work through music. I hear a lot of it. As you can see, I woke up this morning with a song in my head, and that hasn't happened since April 2nd was the last time I woke up with a song in my head, so it's been a little bit. The next song I heard at 6 o'clock was More Than Words by Eric Clapton. More Than Words by Eric Clapton. And this to me was a connection to the Nashville trip that I was on, because when I was in the Music Hall of Fame and when I was in the Music Hall of Fame and the Ryman Auditorium, I saw Eric Clapton twice. And I remember when I was in high school too, I think my mom listened to him, but I just remember hearing a lot of his music. I did look up the lyrics for both the songs, so I encourage you to do so. Even if you think it might not relate to your story, please do, because when I channel songs like this, it's for a reason. So really listen to the lyrics. For the Eric Clapton one, I really feel like what he's trying to state more than words. It's like, look, do I want you to say I love you? Of course. Of course I want to hear that. But like hearing it is not all what I want. Like I want to see it. I want to see it in your actions and the way that you treat me. And it shouldn't be that hard to do. So hi baby. Hi honey. You want to play with that? Okay. He smells so good because he got a bath at the vet boarding, whatever, it's a vet boarding thing. But he smells so good, and I brushed his hair really good because he had it's like a fur ball. Anyways, this is a collective reading for all signs. Big believer in astrology, birth natal chart, look it up. We all have every astrology sign in our natal chart. So you focus on your sun sign. For me, it's Scorpio. But when I look at my birth chart, I have a lot of placements in Scorpio. So I'm truly a Scorpio, but then I have a big fire element in a place in my chart. And then I have an earth to kind of balance out all those emotions and that fiery aspect to myself. So that's kind of me. And I would encourage you to get to know you a little bit better. It's basically a fingerprint of where all the planets were the day you were born, and it falls into astrology signs. So it can really kind of give you an insight into yourself, and it's really, really important. So I encourage you to do so. I am going to be using the Light Seer deck tarot, which is one of my favorites. My little hand size Rider Waite tarot. I'm also going to be using Island Times Wellness, which is a love oracle deck, and then I'm going to finish it off with channel messages from your person. And these are hidden, it's from the Hidden Truth Oracle, okay? Hi, Spirit. Clairvoyant too, by the way. So medium, clairvoyant, clairaudient. I'm a serious empath, so I can feel energy, and that's how I read. All right, let's tap in. Spirit, can you tell me about the energy that's coming off of the song You Were Meant for Me? You were meant for me. Collective, there is an energy Sorry. It is a little bit of gloss that I'm feeling in the corner of my mouth. And I just want to make sure I'm not going to look like a clown. But it actually wasn't gloss. Anyway, so we have the Seven of Cups. This is Scorpio energy, guys. This represents the sign of transformation. But Seven of Cups, as you can see, this person is daydreaming a lot about all the options that they have. Can be a little confused because of all of those options. This person with the bottom of the deck is going through a huge tower moment right now. Shocking, really, to this person. They're undergoing that, and this is a major arcana, and this is ruled by two signs. That is the sign of Aries and Scorpio again. So now we have Aries on the table and two Scorpio signs. Tell me more about You Were Meant for Me. Spirit, what is this channel song about? Collective, this energy that is honestly daydreaming about you wants to be a fool, wants to take a leap into the unknown. That's not an energy that this person that I'm feeling off of this card is used to doing. They said that they're used to it coming to them. So that's probably what this tower moment is a death of ego. But this person wants to take a leap of faith, collective, with the Fool card here. They're thinking about you a lot. They do have a lot of options. This person wants to take a leap of faith and come towards you with an offer of something. Of the Page of Pentacles. So this is earth energy, and we're talking about Taurus, and we're talking about Virgo, and we're talking about Capricorn. Okay, now this is a page, so this is not a knight, this is not a king, and this is definitely not an emperor. Okay, but this is a page. It's going to be something like I'm going to come forward and take this leap of faith, and I'm going to offer this. But boy, with the Ten of Cups at the bottom of the deck, collective, you emotionally fulfill this person in every way. That's how they feel with you. That's why they want to come forward. They can't stop thinking about it. The Seven of Cups here. He's so cute. He's just roaming around his house, so excited to be home. I'm excited to be home. Can't wait to sleep on my bed. I mean, we slept in, a really nice hotel. It was amazing. It's like, I have a Tempur-Pedic mattress, so it's like, and I have a bad back from something that happened. So, I need to have, I have to have a certain pillow, a cervical pillow, and then I have to have a really comfortable bed. Anyways. Yeah, collective, they want to come forward because Ten of Cups, Ten of Pentacles now on the bottom of the deck. I've got the Queen of Wands here. This is Sagittarius energy. Holy shit. Like, you're so magnetic. You inspire people. You're an alchemist. You're very magnetizing, like spacey, hot. Your energy is like, I can feel it. And this is somebody that literally can see building a life with you, Ten of Pentacles, having it all, a family, not necessarily, having to have kids, but just coming together as a family and, really exploring life together. This person sees that with you. So we've had 10-10, which is completion. And when you have completion of something, what do you have next? Come around the corner. You have a new beginning. And we do have the Fool card here. That is at the beginning. You were meant for me. You were meant for me. What is this? Heavy communication coming in from this person, collective. 8 of Wands. Very fast communication. Like this person just wants to lay it all out there. They don't want anything to be unspoken. I'm hearing, sorry. I'm having a song come in. It's called Unwritten. I'm channeling a lot of songs today. You guys have a connection. Your connection between you two can heavily be influenced by music. Illuminate. Yeah. 8 of Wands. Queen of Wands. Sorry, my ring lights like will put a glare, and I know you can't really see. Just staring at the blank page before you. Open up a dirty window. Let the sun illuminate the words that you cannot speak. Reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions, feel the rain on your skin. Sorry, I'm like trying to hear all the words. I don't think I know it by heart, but I mean, it's kind of coming to me that way. I might be saying some of that wrong, so I apologize. But it's called Unwritten, I know that. You know that show on MTV, The Hills or whatever? It used to be like their theme song or something. That might mean something to you, California. Because that was like filmed in Los Angeles or something, or Malibu. It was Malibu, somewhere over there. I don't know. Okay, let's talk about the song More Than Words. Spirit, can you give me some energy in these cards related more than words? We've got the 10 of Wands. This is fire energy. So that represents Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. This is burden from taking on too much. When really, the want is wish fulfillment. What else? More than words, Spirit. Can you, something unforeseen here with that. Knight of Wands. This is somebody coming in hot. It is a knight. It is action oriented. Knight of Wands can be very flighty though. It can be in and out, but not always. It can just be very much passion energy. But there is burden here due to this passion. What else? More than words, Spirit. Yeah, a masculine who is a King of Wands, okay. Aries, Sagittarius energy for me as a reader, so, but this is definitely masculine energy, the King of Wands. He goes after what he wants. I love the King of Wands. I guess because I have fire in like a major placement in a chart. I just love a man that knows what he wants and he doesn't allow his fears or blockages, you know, get in the way of that. Like, he knows what he's worth And he goes for it, no matter if it's in business, if it's in love. A King of Wands is never going to do anything that he doesn't want to do. That's hot. It's really hot when a man knows what he wants and he goes for it. But this person has a lot of passion and is feeling a lot of weight on him right now because he's wanting complete wish fulfillment. What is more than words? More than words. Picking up Leo energy too with this King of Wands. Oh shit. Wow, we just had a twin flame card come out. If you don't know what twin flame is, I'm sorry. You know what? I will do a video. I will do a video where we explain the difference between soulmates and twin flames, okay? I will give you a little synopsis because this deck, the Light Seer, is actually one of my favorite tarot decks with an image for the lovers. As you can see, how she's gripping his hair and her hair is just engulfing his because they are one. They are connected. And the intensity in their stare at each other means there's some hot chemistry here. And there's a reason for that because there is a history with this kind of soul connection, okay? This is one where they've spent many lifetimes possibly being together and not being together. Okay, this is coming to me. My team is giving it to me, so I'm going to give it to you. Because it might be related to your twin flame journey if you are one and you are called to come to my channel. It's because I am also on this journey myself. I chose this as a soul. A twin flame journey is not an easy one. It is one where another soul has the exact same core frequency as yourself. So it doesn't necessarily mean like you're him and she's you, but kind of sorta. It's just that you operate at the same level of like consciousness because you've done a lot of lives and a lot of time together, and so you've had a really intense connection, and it's a spiritual connection. So it's one where you mirror each other, meaning one awakens the other. He just misses his mama. I'm wearing black. And you're so furry. Can't help it. Hi, baby. Hi. You wanted to hop up right at that time? Are you protecting me? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, you're so cute. But it is one where you mirror each other. So the side of one who is typically the avoidant, who doesn't want to deal with getting rid of things that no longer serve them, the one who knows and who is awoken first, who is actually seeking that connection because they have abandonment issues, will awaken the other who's trying to avoid. And so with the twin flame journey, you can have like a lot of it doesn't flow. It's very back and forth with the energy. It's never consistent until the journey has become aligned, because both people have risen and have faced their blockages and their fears, and now they're aligned, and now it's like magnets. So now when they're like this, like magnets, when they're not aligned the appropriate way, what do? They push each other away. That's the energy of a twin flame journey. But they are connected. Like they have a spiritual connection. So they can telepathically hear one another. They can feel one another. Especially when they've somehow met or activated one another. And it's really, you know, not a choice you have. It's like your soul chose it before you came here. So, and it is one that's difficult, but you chose it so that you can evolve your soul to a certain level of consciousness and kind of do away with a lot of like ancestral curses and weight. And let's say like in your last lifetime together, like you didn't fully like stay together because one died. That's what they wanted me to talk about. That's been coming through. I've been channeling that. That there was a very spiritual connection, and I believe the masculine died and the feminine was left to kind of like take care of the kids, take care of the house. It was really, really hard. So basically, you're coming back in this lifetime to be together, not to be apart. And in doing so, you know, you're going to probably have an avoidant energy in this connection that is going to have a lot of fear based with what? Letting go of ego. Because somewhere in their soul imprint, they remember this connection and they remember losing you. And they remember the pain of what it was like trying to survive after that loss. This person loves you, collective. They love you. They're burdened, though, because of this passion. This King of Wands, though, I mean, he's very action-oriented, and the Lovers came out. That is the Gemini. So that is Gemini energy, which is the twin. But no matter if you're on a twin flame journey or not, guys, it doesn't matter if you are on one or if you're not. The main focus on anything is yourself. So you have to go inside and you have to introspect and you have to do that inner work. What? For yourself. Even if you don't come into union with a connection like this union is still going to aid you in your connection here on this earthly plane. I mean, it can never be disconnected. A twin flame connection can never be disconnected. The cord, you know, you can't cut this cord. I don't know if you've heard of cord cutting. You can do that for karmic lessons and connections, but you can't do that for a twin flame because you're connected by the same energetic cord. It's just how it is. It doesn't matter what you do. But you can live not being in a connection with this person. Just because you're connected to them doesn't mean that you can't, you know, move forward and choose another connection like a soulmate. So I want you to know that, because everybody, no matter if they have a twin flame or not, they have a soulmate. Now, a soulmate is also a very strong connection. So I guess we're going to talk about it. They're telling me to talk about it. A soulmate is somebody you just feel like such a resonance with, and it's like, it feels really like there's a lot of chemistry, like a lot. Like it's really hot, you know, but and you remember this person, like when you come into contact with them, like their soul, like you remember them. But it also just flows so easily, like you don't feel like nervous and you feel comfortable and you inspire one another to reach each other's success in life and goals. And the relationship with a soulmate will tend to flow effortlessly, and you guys just build on your strengths together. I'm not saying like you never fight or anything like that, but it flows very easily. A twin flame journey, there's a lot of disruption because there's a lot of inner work being done out of two souls. And until, you know, each person's divine masculine and divine feminine balance out, there is a lot of this back and forth energy until it aligns. And that's a long story. You really have to do a lot of research into it to kind of learn about it. But they wanted me to go in that with you because I have one song. I feel like this is two different energies here. I feel like one song is connected to an energy, to you collective, and another song is connected to another energy, a twin flame energy. So that's very interesting. But you know, with the Lovers coming out, that's number 6, so that can resonate with you. This is Gemini energy, which Geminis rule communication, and they also are manifestors. Really strong manifestors. But this person's heart is overflowing for you, collective. But they're burdened. I'm going to lay down some cards about that because I don't know what that means. If you're so in love, why are you so burdened? Because that tells me there's a block of some sort here with that. Spirit. More than words. One more card for more than words, please. You know, in a twin flame journey, there can be a lot of waiting. You know, you have the divine masculine and the divine feminine. That doesn't represent gender, guys, when you hear that. Divine just means of the light. It means a feminine and a masculine that's awoke. I love to use that statement, awoke. I do it with anybody I come into contact with that I feel like is awoke. That means they're not in the matrix. They're not falling into programming. They're thinking for themselves. They're free. They're not kept or bound by religion. They've broken free of the programs. They're awoke. That's what divine means, of the light. It doesn't represent gender. However, you have feminine energy, which represents a certain type of energy, and you have a masculine energy that represents a type of energy. Masculines are very action-oriented. They're leaders. They're hunters. They're initiators. Feminines are very receptive and open. Watch what happens when you make a divine feminine feel safe and loved and supported. Watch what she does for you. You have no idea. More than words, Spirit. That's her job. We're connected to the spiritual realm. The masculines are connected to the 3D of the material world. We're connected to the spiritual world. Yin and yang. We balance each other out. And we all have that energy within ourselves. The masculines have to balance out their feminine energy with their masculine. The feminines have to balance out their energy with their masculine energy. So for me, I've been somebody who was a single mom. Even when I was married, I was acting as a single mom, doing it for many, many years. Even before I met my ex-husband, I was raising my son by myself for 14 months by myself before I met my ex-husband. And then we were together and married for 10 years. And then I got a divorce in 2010 and hopped into a very toxic, not a great relationship. It was very karmic. And then kind of woke up 10 years after that, way too long. And it was during COVID. And then that's when I let that go. And I went through a great awakening. So I'm very used to my masculine energy. Why? Because I have to make those decisions in my life. I have to be action oriented. I have to make the decisions. I have to call the shots. That's a masculine thing to do. Can feminines do it? Yes. But when we're not in the energy of our femininity and our soft air, then we're not able to do the stuff that we need to do in our spiritual realm, which brings abundance, manifestations, creativity, fertility, so much. We're not able to do it because we're being more masculine. And there's a lot of women out there like that are hyper independent, that are alpha females. So for me, it's always a struggle for me to get out of my masculine energy and for me to be in my feminine energy, because I do everything on my own. What about last card for more than words? Please, Spirit. Yeah, there is a block. The block with this twin flame connection here, particularly, is they can't make up their damn mind. Two of Swords, that's air energy. So we're talking about Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. They're at a crossroads and they're indecisive and they don't make a decision. And it's somebody who is not only a King of Wands, but he's a King of Pentacles. This is somebody very stable. This is somebody who can definitely be surrounded by animals. Enjoy, you know, the nature, the outdoors. Very connected to material things. King of Pentacles is ruled by Taurus. So this person can have Taurus in their chart. But they do have a block here because the Two of Swords here. So this isn't great so far of what I'm seeing with this twin flame journey so far. We've got burden still, Knight of Wands, which means very in and out, but passionate. This is somebody who definitely does take action in things that they want. And they are a crazy manifester, but they have a block. So it's not moving. Yeah. After the King of Pentacles, we've got the Five of Wands. That's obstacles. Of wanting to give reciprocal energy. That's not hard to give reciprocal energy. Yeah, and they feel left out in the cold. Collective, you have a change in luck with the Wheel of Fortune. That's a major arcana, and it's coming for you. Somebody sees your magnetic self and they just want to talk to you all the time. They want to communicate with you. They want to take a leap of faith with you. They might start out small. This could be because this person has been through a lot and guarded. But that's what I'm getting off of these two songs here. I will link those songs in the description box. Please go ahead and hit that like button. You guys don't know how much that really is payment for us YouTube content creators. We put a lot of time and effort into not only channeling and posting these readings for you, but editing them, getting them up. So if you're not somebody who can donate, which I completely understand, I will have my donation link in the description box. You can do me a solid, and it helps me so much to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. It's totally free to do so. It doesn't cost any money, but it helps me because that's what's going to end up getting me what I deserve for all my time that I've put here. So I greatly appreciate that. And enough with that. Okay, Spirit, let's clarify this Seven of Cups for what is the song again? I'm sorry. You were meant for me. You were meant for me. Seven of Cups. What is this? Yeah, I told you. We already saw the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups is emotional fulfillment. Ten of Pentacles is like this person sees building a life with you. One, I'm not gonna lie, guys, builds empires. Ten of Pentacles, that's a lot of motherfucking money. Sorry, I do curse on my channel, so if you don't like that, you might not want to hang out here because I don't know when it's gonna come out. But yeah, you've now had, you know, the Ten of Pentacles come out twice. So this is somebody who sees you, collective. They see you. They're wounded. I just saw the Nine of Wands. That represents Sagittarius energy. This person's been through a lot. I mean, come on, we've all been through a lot, and that's what we do. Do we allow those things to keep us down? Or do we go inward and find out, why did this happen? You know, did I have a hand to play, you know, to play in this situation, instead of just being like, victim, this person did this to me. Well, let me take a little bit of accountability here and see like what my part was in it, you know, in this situation, maybe not working out. This is somebody who has been through a lot, and a lot of us have, but we don't allow it to keep us down. And this person hasn't allowed it to keep them down, I feel, with the Nine of Wands. They're wounded, though. What about this Fool card? Hold on a second. I hate when I'm so OCD. So my cards are like not aligned. That really bugs me. Taking a leap of faith. What is this? Seven of Swords. So what is this? I'm like, where's the Seven of Swords? That's shitty fucking energy. That's like concealing, kind of keeping things hidden. Lying, it can mean lying. And they're like, okay, so this person wants to take a leap of faith, but they are concealing the fact that they want to take this leap of faith with you, okay, collective, but they see you as what? They're 10 of Cups. So now we have the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups coming out in this deck too. In this little deck. It was in the Light Seer deck. It was on the bottom of the deck as I was laying out cards. So now it's come out twice in a row for that strand of energy. So this person sees a life with you. They see coming together as a family with you and doing life together. And you literally, like, they see, they're not telling you with the Seven of Swords yet, but like they see emotional fulfillment with you with the 10 of Cups, which is complete, like you cannot get any happier than the 10 of Cups. It's like, along with the Sun card and the Tarot, it is like one of the happiest cards in the deck. Okay, Spirit, can you tell me about this Page of Pentacles? Yeah, so this person is going to come forward, collective, and they're going to offer you something. And it's going to be in reference to like collaborating with you. It's like they want to work with you. They want to work with you. I'm sorry. They said all the time. They want to work with you all the time. What else? Page of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles. Yeah, this is somebody who is kind of at a distance from you, collective, with the World card here. This is somebody who could have just went through something in the court system with Justice at the bottom of the deck, and that's Libra energy. The World does represent fixed energy, so that would be Aquarius, Taurus, Leo, and Scorpio. But this could be somebody that lives at a distance. They have had an ending in their life, and so they are ready for a new beginning, and they definitely went through something in the Justice, like something having to do with court. Hopefully I don't look like the Joker. That happened to me one time. That's kind of funny. Swords, Two of Swords. What is this? What is this? Queen of Wands, Two of Swords. What is this? Now you want me to get nosy. What else? So this Queen of Wands is kind of looking at this energy, and she's a little bit out of a crossroads. You know, she kind of up in her headspace about this like really hot chemistry that she's feeling right now. With the Ace of Wands here, this is like, you know, look at it. very hot, and she's kind of like going inward right now and trying to stay grounded. This is Hangman energy. She's trying to find enlightenment on the situation. I feel like if you're this feminine, if you're this Queen of Wands, that you could probably be feeling conflicted right now a little bit, because I just heard like your higher self say, it's just like too good to be true. Like, is this really happening right now? Like, where did this person come from? Shut the fuck up. Yeah, you're wounded too, collective. You're wounded too. You guys are fucking both wounded. So fucking adorable. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, this is gonna be great. This is gonna be great. This is fucking beautiful. Two of Cups. This is somebody, you fill their cup and they fill your cup. And this is a soulmate card. So we've got twin flame on one song that came through, and we have a soulmate connection. And I felt the importance of explaining what those two connections were. I was just going to say, go look it up, go down the rabbit hole and research that shit. But now I'm like, holy shit. Now I'm really feeling that this twin flame connection is in this energy of Two of Swords, because a twin flame can feel when the other is disconnecting. I told you, telepathic connection. They can never be broken, but the other will feel it. Especially if they allowed blockages of fear with the Ten of Wands, and this player-like energy with the Knight of Wands, very flighty in and out. And really just being indecisive and not making a move and not making a decision. So, you know, what's happening? This feminine, this Queen of Wands has a soulmate. We all do. We all have soulmates. Sometimes the soulmates can be a family connection relationship, like with a family member. Like, you can be soulmates with a family member. With an animal, but also you can be soulmates with the love of your life. And there is a soulmate connection here. This is one where you guys really truly recognize each other's soul. You've been together in another life, like you've actually been married in another life. That's why it flows so easy, because you've done it before. What else about this Two of Cups? What else? This is fucking exciting, collective. With this Two of Cups, it's related to this Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands have come out twice. You are truly magnetic, collective. Okay? If this is resonating with your story, you are truly magnetic. And this soulmate sees you. They see you. Isn't it so great to be seen? Okay, and I'm not just like talking about this. Like, I'm like talking about this, you know? Past the like looks and all the stuff. I mean, sex is so superficial, guys. There's plenty of time for sex. When you connect your body with somebody else, you're taking on that other person's energy when you exchange sexual stuff with them. So you better make sure before you exchange energy and you take on that person's energy that they're good and that you're good. Because otherwise you're going to be taking on their stuff, and it's going to take a while for you to clear that. And it's going to play out in your life. You're going to see shit not working out. So you got to be careful with like just randomly going off and giving your body to people. It's not really healthy, honestly. And the thing is, it's so superficial. Like, there's plenty of time for you to get used to growing in your sexual relationship with your partner. But you have to get to know who they are. Like, what makes them tick? What makes them smile? What makes them sad? What hurts their feelings? Like, you know, do you know when they're stressed out? Do you know when they're happy? Do you want to know what they've been through? Do you ask them questions? Like, you know, that's called intimacy. That's what you want to work on, getting to know. Because that tells you, you know, do I even see myself with this person? Because then you go and connect yourself sexually, and it's like you don't even leave the great stuff for later. I mean, it's like you just right out the gate just want to hit it with that because you think that that's what you want to build on. But it's very superficial. That's not deep intimacy. If you want deep intimacy, you got to get to know them. This Queen of Wands, hot. What else? This Queen of Wands can deal with a lot of negative energy kind of being thrown her way. I'm just going to tell you right now, this don't even touch her. Listen, you always have that out there. That's why I don't really love to give a lot of airtime to karmic energy, because negative energy is always going to be around you, okay? It's how you respond to it, and it's how you allow it to affect your emotions. So for me, I'm such at a higher state of consciousness that that energy don't even touch me. It goes right by. Even if I'm around it, even if it's around me, I see it, I recognize it. I don't allow it to get to me. I know in my higher state of consciousness that it will not get to me. It is blocked. So yeah, this Queen of Wands can have a lot of that because she's magnetic as fuck. Like, she's an alchemist, you know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of envy, there's a lot of jealous energy around that Queen of Wands. All right, let's get into this Ten of Wands. Spirit, what is this Ten of Wands for the more than words, twin flame energy? This masculine here in this twin flame journey is moving on to a calmer state of mind with the Six of Swords. Sorry, when you see me doing all this all the time, I'll have an itch here, itch here. It's it's my guides, like, basically giving me sensations to let me know I'm right on track with my intuitive there we go. I'm right on track with my intuitive readings on this energy that I'm picking up. So it's their way of like saying good job, you know what I mean? Like, you're picking it up right. So, but if you see me doing it a lot, it's not like some nervous twitch. It's just, it's kind of like what we call in the world of the tarot, like my call signs. So, Knight of Wands. This person's very inspired by you, collective. Page of Wands. What else about this Knight of Wands? They feel very inspired. They're guarded with Seven of Wands, though. They have a very guarded nature. What else about this Knight of Wands? I'm very guarded about making this decision. Two of Wands. What else? Ace of Pentacles came out. That's an offer. King of Wands. Something unforeseen. Well, I told you guys the King of Wands represents action, and this King of Wands wants to take action and bring an offer to this Empress. What else? Yep. They want to bring communication. 8 of Wands. We've had 8 of Wands, 8 out twice now. What else? 4 of Wands. This person's very bored in their life without this Empress. That's what they want to come and explain, along with many other things, like they didn't see her because they didn't see themselves. I'm just hearing they were in pain. I can hear. Listen, I'm very empathetic, okay? But we've all gone through pain, all sorts of pain. Look, I know I might look pretty here on this video and like have all the things, but trust me, it took a lot of pain to get here, okay? So we've all been through a lot of pain. And I am very vulnerable, and I very much open up to what my story is, because I hope that my story hopefully will give somebody hope in their story. But I've been through a lot too. And we all have pain. But allowing that pain to cripple you so much where you don't step forward and tell somebody that you feel like this towards them, and kept them waiting because you didn't want to make a damn decision? I don't know. Lovers. Yep, they're going to come forward with a small offer. Page of Pentacles. What else? No, they're watching you. Page of Swords. They are freaking stalking your ass. What else? Whoa. They're juggling a lot of things. Which is a block. Not making a decision. 2 of Pentacles, 10 of Wands. Even if they want to move to calmer waters, have they moved to calmer waters? What else? They're done with options. You are the only option because we have the 7 of Cups in reverse. And 9 of Cups in the bottom of the deck. They want to come ask you out and express their emotions, supposedly. 2 of Swords. To clarify, that is the 7 of Pentacles. What is that energy? That is the energy of waiting. However, even if you're waiting, you are planting seeds that will one day grow because you are taking that time to focus on those things. So it can seem like waiting energy, but it's not for nothing. That is coming out here with the 2 of Swords. This person also didn't make decisions because they were walking away from things that no longer serve them and going through something with the court system as well, with Justice on the bottom of the deck. Libra now twice. 1 for the soulmate connection and 1 for the twin flame. Yeah, they've gone through death and transformation here, collective, with the death card. That's a major arcana, and that's Scorpio energy. And they want to have fun with you. 3 of Cups. That's up to you, collective. You know, did this person take too long? You know, for a feminine like an empress, that's an empress energy, she's not waiting. Let me explain to you what empress energy is, because I have actually jotted this down in my journal. Maybe this will bring it into perspective for you. Women are reciprocators, okay? They're not initiators. That's masculine energy. Masculines initiate. Women are receptive. If the masculine leads, the feminine will follow. The masculine puts in effort, the feminine will return it. If a masculine makes the feminine feel good, she mirrors it. That's the only way it works. So, the man must do his job. He must initiate. He must go after what he wants. That's the King of Wands. The King of Wands takes action. They're action oriented. An Empress is going to go with what flows and that respects her and initiates and makes her feel safe. That's the one she's going to go with. She's not going to be in the energy of waiting, because she knows her worth. And she deserves to be loved and to be happy and to live life out with somebody. She's not meant to be alone. Collective, which cards do you want to lay down for You Were Meant for Me song? Oracles for that, please. You Were Meant for Me. Whoa. Whoa. Sorry. Well, the oracle card that came out is the Phoenix, so that might resonate with somebody. It's a new phase, a rekindling, a renewed transformation, growth, change, mind. The Phoenix. So yeah, you know how I pulled the Seven of Swords on that full card? This person's wearing a mask in the sense of they're not just really like showing their true feelings. They're kind of hiding that right now. They pretend, delude, gaslighting. It could be negative like that, but I don't feel that. I just feel like off of this oracle deck, I'm feeling more of like kind of hiding their true feelings with the mask here. We were met. Seduction. Attraction, flirting, dating, hooking up, temptation, third-party interference. So, like I said, Queen of Wands energy, this person, Ace of Wands, that's what the Queen of Wands is kind of like contemplating with this Two of Swords energy. This like at a crossroads here is because of the fire and the chemistry, and kind of saying like, oh, you know, because I'm feeling this, is this really like, is this just gonna be like like a little poof and then it's gonna go as fast as it came, or is this gonna like stay? Because like this seduction here is pretty strong. So, you know, what else for You Were Meant for Me? Yeah, like somebody in this connection, between this soulmate connection here, they've been stabbed in the back. They've been heartbroken. You guys both could have gone through heartbreak. I mean, most people do, I guess. But this person's gone through a lot of pain and deception and kind of like a separation with somebody. And it was really shocking to this person, you know, going through this. Okay, what about more than words? Spirit, more than words. Photograph. Looking at your photo, missing you, nostalgia, making new memories came out. So this person, this twin flame connection definitely has pictures of you, collective. They look at them, they think back on them. It helps them remember your energy because you're not in their energy. And yeah, they're missing you. They miss you. Heart with a key. Welcoming love, meeting the one, open your heart, getting together, perfect. Boy. Well, there is a heart with a keyhole in it, and then there is a key. So it's like one of you is the key and the other one is the lock. I would usually interpret the masculine energy as being the lock and the feminine energy having the key to unlock his heart. So that is the imagery that they're showing me right now. So that is what I'm going to go with. Abundance. Keep a positive mindset, manifest exactly what you want, gratitude and bliss. So yeah, that is the state of this person's energy right now. That is where they're at in their journey, which is a good place to be in your journey. Dragonfly spirit might mean something at the bottom of the deck. Be lighthearted, finding out things coming to light, adapt, change, and heal. Okay, can you give me one more card for more than words, Spirit? So, coffin, endings, bring new beginnings, growth, change, liberation, and transition. I told you I saw the death card for this spread here, and this person has gone through an ending, which means new beginnings. They've gone through a lot of growth and change. Palm trees, the bottom of the deck, stability, security, performance, growth, endurance, flexibility. Okay, so let's get some channel messages from your person, then we're going to close this out, guys. I know I messed up everything. I just heard an energy say, well, I wouldn't mess up everything. Oh my God, what is going on here? Whoa. I know that I crossed the line with you. I want to be more than friends, so I feel like this is the soulmate connection. And the first two were for the twin flame. I am becoming a better person. My life is not as together as it seems. I love you. Whoa. Just being near you is intoxicating. I feel like that's the soulmate energy. We will be together again. I love you unconditionally. I feel like the I love you is the soulmate connection. And I love you unconditionally is the twin flame. And I'll explain why. You get to a point in your journey with your twin where the ego is no longer in the way. It's not trying to say, I need to protect you right now. And all that inner battle, all that anger you felt towards that person because what was done during this journey, the ups, the downs, the highs, the lows that you had to endure, turn into unconditional love. Why? Because that person is you. and you are them. You are the same. You share the same core frequency. So it's like, it doesn't matter if you're not together. You love them unconditionally. You want them to be happy. If it's not with them, you want them to be happy with somebody else. That's unconditional love. And that is the love that you have with the twin flame. It's a very deep spiritual connection. But the soulmate energy is showing up with love as well. Whew. You speak to me through music. Yeah, I channeled 2 songs. Actually 3 songs just today. So this is very strong. I feel like it has related to the soulmate connection. It could be both. I bury myself and work to forget you. Oh Lord, why? Why are you torturing yourself? Why do you think that you need to do that? Why do you feel like you need to protect yourself in that way? Why are you avoiding by burying yourself with work? Do you think that you're going to create more abundance in your work life because you're not focusing on your love life? Oh, just watch what the universe does to that. You're going to blow it up. My team is saying you won't win there. I left you before you could leave me. That's definitely self-sabotaging. That's twin flame energy. I'm so attracted to you. Is this soulmate connection? And I hide behind material things is the twin flame. I knew exactly what I was doing. Well, that's nice. Anyways, gosh, guys, yeah, so Nashville, let me know, has anybody been? Where have you been? What did you do? Again, I went to the Music Hall of Fame. I went to the Ryman Auditorium. I went to the 1230 Club. I went to Eddie V's, and I went to Kid Rock, and where else did I go? There was another place that I went, but I'm forgetting that place right now. It was fun. I crashed a wedding, guys, with somebody, and just felt so much fun, just kind of being crazy like that. I felt like Wedding Crashers. I mean, it wasn't anything like the Wedding Crashers, like where they're like eating and partying with them kind of thing, but we obviously saw that it was a wedding, and then I saw, you know how the weddings, they have like the sign-in area where they'll do something that is very special to the couple, and it was like something that was huge laid out on this table, and everybody was signing it, so I said something nice for their wedding, and I signed my initials on it. It was so much fun. I just had a really good time. The weather was awesome in Nashville. It really just got rainy a little bit on Sunday and then on Monday, I'm pretty sure, but yeah, just back to reality. And I was eager to do this reading for you guys because I was channeling a lot, and I'm still channeling a lot, and I will write down anything that comes through and whatever idea I have, and I will get out a reading when Spirit brings me one, and hopefully my spirits stay high. I'm feeling really good. Let's do a bitch affirmation. La, 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 la. And then I am gonna wash my face, get my jammies, snuggle with my cat. Look at him, he's missing mama, he's missing mama. He's so cute. He smells so good. He's gonna snuggle with me. That's my snuggle meister right now. Oh, yep. Tired. It's here. Sorry, my OCD is setting in right now. Give me 1 second. Okay. Bitch, affirmations. Listen, bitch. Trust your imagination. The kid version of you would. Holy fucking shit. Like I said, kind of towards the end of my trip, I had a really amazing time with someone, and I felt like such a kid. Like, it just felt so good just being free and like exploring Nashville and having a good time. And so I really love to see this because it's like, trust your imagination, the kid version of you would. I think it's time, guys, to just be a kid and enjoy yourself and be free. That's what I feel from this, honestly. So that's kind of cool. And then I wanted to read you something that I saw. It was a meme I saw on IG. I follow a lot of spiritual people, and so this is one I saw, and I feel like it's full of like affirmations, but it was like lumped together in like a paragraph. So I'm just gonna read it to you because I think I'm gonna also share it on my channel because I really like it. But I'm in love with my life. I feel safe in my body. My nervous system is resting. My mind no longer races all day. I'm in control of my emotions. I set boundaries. I express my needs. I validate my feelings. I balance my emotions with logic, and I'm no longer codependent. I'm free. So, I miss you guys, and I'm sending you so much love and light. And until we meet again, this is good night for now.